Yes, it's been 1 year already. Actually, on September 17th, it'll be 1 year since World of Warships has been released to the public. And if you think of your own birthday, you usually generally celebrate it with people that you love and care about. So we're going to celebrate that with our players with 2 weeks of special events where they'll be able to take part in cool missions and get cool content and lots of other cool stuff. So, but before we go into new content for World of Warships, let's take a brief look at the year behind us. So over 22 million activations for World of Warships, which is a massive thing for us. We've also managed to evolve our game quite significantly, and we've been toiling away in the shipyards to bring new experiences and new content to people. So we started out with around 80 ships in the game. Right now we have around 200. We started out with 5 nations, now we have 7. And we started out with 10 maps for people to play, and right now we have 25. So, but what's next for World of Warships? And yes, obviously we're finally getting around to releasing British Navy, the Royal Navy, which has been a community topic since the beginning, since the launch, and even before then. So here you can see the new upcoming British line, which is a light cruiser line. It's topped off by ships like the Edinburgh, the Neptune, and the Minotaur, and also has some other quite famous designs in there, like the Caledon and the Leander. So what can you expect from ships like these? Well, on top of the line you can see Edinburgh, which is a member of the last subclass of the Town class, which was the major or the most significant light cruiser design from the Royal Navy from World War II. It stood apart from its counterparts of the day by having a very good anti-aircraft suite and just being a generally well-rounded concept. On top of that, we have the Neptune and the Minotaurs. Those are 2 projects, light cruiser designs that would have taken the experiences of the Royal Navy and of British shipbuilding from the 2 wars and tried to improve on the concept of light cruisers. So the Neptune would have been an upgrade over the Town class. It would have had just significantly more of everything. It would have been a slightly bigger ship with a better AA suite and more torpedo armament. And the Minotaur was a project that was aimed at building the perfect light cruiser in terms of defensive capabilities in a post-war environment. And it would have been built around a new project of a new turret design that would have been a very fast-firing turret with dual-purpose armament, and it would have been would have had a significant amount of anti-aircraft armament and also a pretty significant suite of torpedo armament as well. So what are these ships like in the game? Well, they will be true to general light cruiser characteristics. So they will be swift ships. They will be quite agile, also quite stealthy since they're the smallest class in the game, bar destroyers. Our archive researchers also told us that the Royal Navy implied or used a tactic that was unique in that time, whereby they would launch single torpedoes from multiple torpedo launchers. So we thought that that could also be a very cool and unique feature for the Royal Navy to have. So this feature is also being implemented for the British light cruiser line. Other than that, these ships are still being designed right now, and I encourage you guys to later have a look at the stations to have a feel for what they are like. And right now, let's take a look at a quick trailer for them. Short and sweet. So yes, thank you all for listening, and I encourage you to take a while to look at the ships at the stations, and I return the mic to the king.
Thank you. We developed a core competence of being able to rapidly prototype quickly and cheaply. At the same time, we became profoundly aware that we got a little bit lucky with World of Tanks, Yes, there was lots of risk and loads of work that went behind it, but there's always an element of luck. We don't know where the next big idea for the next innovation in gaming is coming from, but it's probably not going to come from within the wargaming team. So we're looking outside and we're talking to our community and to our partners, and basically with the right level of sort of legal protection so that we don't nick their ideas, we've now launched Wargaming Labs, which allows people to come to us with game ideas. We'll rapidly take them to a milestone at low risk and low expense to see if actually there's any mileage in the game. And we'll have a number of great things coming as a result of the WG Labs initiative. But to talk us through the first 2 or 3 games that have come from Wargaming Labs, I'd like to invite up to the stage our global publishing producer, Marcus Blage from our Paris office.
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. So I'm the last speaker, I promise. I'm trying to keep it short. However, I want to talk about Wargaming Labs, which, as Al already mentioned, is one of our latest subdivisions under Wargaming. So where we experiment, we use it as a breeding ground for new ideas, and basically go wild with ideas that inside Wargaming we have, but also players, game developers have, and we are there to assist them with that. Today I want to talk about some of the products that are under development or already live under WG Labs. And obviously we can't talk about Wargaming Labs without talking about Master of Orion, which went live on August 25th. So the initial release date was a bit delayed, which was mainly due to the fact that we had early access. And we listened to our players, we listened to the feedback, and we saw that the game was not in a shape as we wanted to have it. So we pushed the release date a bit back. We made adjustments, and on August 25th we finally went live, and you can now go on Steam, GOG and other platforms to buy the game. And we're happy to announce that to this date we sold over 150,000 units of Master of Orion, which for us in this niche market where Master of Orion is a very good number, and we're very happy with this one. Which also means that for us now we shipped it, it's live. It doesn't mean that we stop supporting it, and we really want to give new updates out there and continue supporting the game and giving the players new content. To move on and not talking about the far future 4X strategic games, we have also our first mobile game, which is going to get published under the WG Labs brand, which is called Gods and Glory. Gods and Glory is a bit, it's a mix of Heroes of Might and Magic and Clash of Clans, where you have the base building, you have social aspects, you have competitive gaming, you have the PvP battles inside. If you haven't had a chance to see the game yet, we have a short trailer that I'm going to show you now.
Build an unstoppable empire and battle to become the ultimate leader. Level up and enhance your hero. Forge powerful magical items and destroy your opponents. Clash with warriors across the world in intense and tactical PvP battles. Call upon the power of 6 diverse gods and take advantage of their special abilities. Gods and Glory, Age of Kings. Play now. Download for free.
So it says play now, but it's not entirely true. So right now we are soft launched in the CIS and a handful of European countries. So maybe you're one of the lucky few where we already launched. So go and download the game. If not, then we're going to give updates soon. However, we have also good news about that. We see a very positive uptick of this title. And only in the soft launch phase so far, we managed to gather over 300,000 downloads on iOS and Android. I think there's a slide which shows the number, very nice as well. And to sum up everything, so we talked about the far future with Master of Orion, we talked a bit about the past in a fantasy setting. So we're going to meet in the middle, and I'm going to talk about, very briefly, about Hybrid Wars, which we announced at Gamescom. For those of you who don't know Hybrid Wars, it's a top-down shooter that is inspired by those 90s arcade games where you just you play, you blow stuff up, and you're having a good time. And in Hybrid Wars, you actually can do that, either alone or with a friend. So also for that, we have a short trailer prepared. So yes, Hybrid Wars will be available on September 29th, and we will have 2 editions available initially, the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition. The Deluxe Edition will come with additional hero as well as the official soundtrack and a art book which gives a bit of the background of one of the heroes. I think I skipped one slide a bit, so there's going to be 3 heroes with more heroes to come. And so one interesting question will be the pricing, so it's going to be a very mid-priced game. And we can show videos, we can talk about it. However, what we thought is that for the first time we have downstairs 2 stations as well. We can try the game, have a hands-on either the single player or the co-op campaign. So that was it from me. I'll give it back to Al, and thank you for your attention.